Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today, we're going to introduce my special guest.
Hi, I'm Hallie.
She is going to be my face for my makeup tutorial today. We're going to teach you, if you don't already know how, to contour. Now, disclaimer. She agreed to do this willingly. No one is being forced against their will to put a young child through makeup. She wants to. It's her thing. No, she does not wear makeup every day. So, calm down. Don't freak out. It's just for a video. We'll go right back to normal things in life. All right, let's get started. I already kind of had this going, kind of got started already. So the first thing I did on her was went in with the e.l.f. priming mist, and I just sprayed this all over her face to kind of get a good base down, prime her face so her makeup stays, it doesn't go anywhere. Then I took a Real Techniques beauty blender and I applied some of the foundation onto this little eyeshadow palette here. And I used the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless Foundation in the shade 120 Classic Ivory. Blended that all over her face. Then we took this Gaga concealer contour palette. I'm not really sure what brand this is, but I got it off Amazon. It just looks like this. It's been used a ton. And I took the three top colors here and kind of blended them together and just went down. I went under her eyes with a triangle shape, down the bridge of her nose, and the tops of her Cupid's bow, and then her chin. So now we're going to go in with the darker colors to actually contour her face. And I'm actually going to use, if I can find it here, this little product here. This is the NYX Wonder Stick. It has a highlighter and a concealer both. So I'm going to take this little contour stick. It just looks like this. Pretty simple. I love this thing. I use it all the time. Okay, so we're going to turn your face this way. We're going to go down from her hairline right here. We're going to make a line right under the tops of her cheekbone. And I also like to do the jawbone right here. Go down the neck a little bit. That way, again, it doesn't look like you have craziness going on with your makeup. I make a little squiggly on the temple, right here on the top of the head, the forehead, that's what it's called. Do the same thing to the other side. Squiggle, 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 line. Like that. And then go ahead and turn your face forward. Down the sides of each of her nose right here, we're going to make a line here and a line on the other side. Now I'm going to go back in with the little cream contour palette. I'm going to take a little shader brush. It's actually for eyeshadow, but I'm going to use this for concealer. It's the Shany Cosmetics just like flat brush. And I'm going to take a little bit of a lighter bronzy color and kind of just go over it a little bit. That way it's not as harsh or as dark. Combining the two colors together, not blending it yet. Next thing I'm going to do, I'm just going to keep this brush in my hand. I'm taking the Maybelline New York Master Conceal Concealer. It's in the little like pumpy tube. I'm going to put a little bit on my brush here. And taking it, and I'm going to make a little line right there. What I'm doing here is just adding a very light color, kind of the polar opposite of the contour, and putting it right in with the contour. That way when I blend it together, it does not look like you just rubbed dirt on your face. It actually has a rhyme or a reason. It also helps the contour blend a little bit more. Makes it easier for the beauty blender. So now I'm going to take my Real Techniques beauty blender and I'm going to blend this all together. I have no rhyme or reason to where and when I blend something. I just kind of go at it. kind of brush it back up into the hairline. And I always just do dabbing motions, no rubbing motions, because then you're going to have streaks and nobody has time for that. So we are just going to continue to blend this in. All right, now that we have this all blended, just gonna kind of make sure that this is together where I want it at. It's a lot of eyeball work, a lot of just making sure that you don't have any lines left. All right, looks pretty good to my eye. So now I'm going to take a setting powder. I don't know if you can see that. It's transparent, and it is Your Mineral Sweeten. I don't know. We're just going to take it. It's a loose powder. I'm going to take a smaller beauty blender, dab it in there, and we are just going to set under her eyes. Make her look kind of crazy for a minute. And we're just going to leave that how it is for right now. I'm not going to do anything else to that at the moment. Now that we have kind of our cream layer down, I'm going to go in with a face powder. I'm going to use the CoverGirl Ready Set Gorgeous in Light. It's the number 115. I'm going to take just a big face brush, fluffy thing, rub it in there, tap it out, and just go over everywhere else that I didn't put the setting powder. Just a very light layer here, because I am going to go in with a powder contour and go over it to make it a little bit more defined. So now that I have her foundation set, I'm going to kind of set the cream contour, and I'm just going to use my Bahama Mama from the Balm bronzer. And I'm going to use a little contour brush here. This stuff is super pigmented, so don't get too crazy when applying it because it's super dark. So I'm going to just apply this in the same spots that I applied the cream bronzer. Just makes the contour stand out a whole lot more. Plus it mattifies the face so she's not shiny. Go down the neck as well. Again, you want this to be all blended and clean. Now I'm going to take a smaller contour brush. This is actually like a highlighting brush, but I'm going to use it for her nose. I'm going to get a little bit of the bronzer again and just go down each side of her nose. Boop, boop, boop. It's going to look a little crazy at first, but we'll blend it. So now that I have that, I'm just going to take my big fluffy brush, tap out extra product because I don't want to add more product. And I'm just going to kind of blend over top of that, brush off that setting powder that we used to set her face. And now that we have that all blended and she looks like a whole new person, not really, I'm going to take the, NYX Born to Glow Liquid Illuminator. This is the really super light one in Sunbeam. And I'm going to take this on my finger. And this is a cream highlighter. I love this stuff. It's super pretty, super natural. I'm just gonna kind of use my finger and just dot it on the tops of her cheekbones. The brim of her nose, a little bit under the forehead, and her Cupid's bow. Also, I do a little bit on the tops of the chin, just to add some shine, make her look awake. Okay guys, so that is it on how to contour the face. I hope you learned something. This is the final look on her. She hasn't even seen what she looks like, but that's okay. I hope you learned something from this, took tips away, all that jazz. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Tell me what you want to see next. Stay tuned for more special guests. I'm promising you she will be back for more videos. Did you have fun today?
Yeah.
Yeah? Will you do it again? Awesome. So, stay tuned guys, and I'll see you next time.